Galgotias University found itself in a storm after the university presented a Chinese Robodog as its own during the India AI Impact Summit 2026. Amid the uproar, the university has now been asked to exit from the AI Summit due to the backlash. Hello and welcome. You're watching Deep Dive. I am Vaishali Kohli. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about the Galgotias AI Summit controversy. As per reports, Galgotias University was asked to vacate its stall at the AI Summit Expo in Bharat Mandapam on Wednesday after a robotic dog displayed at its booth as an in-house innovation was identified as a commercially available Chinese product. As per sources, however, the institution said it did not receive any such order from the government. The robot, showcased by the university as Orion, was recognized by observers as the Unitree Geo 2 made by Chinese robotics firm Unitree. The incident quickly escalated into a wider controversy at the India AI Impact Summit 2026. A flagship AI event inaugurated by PM Modi. The robotic dog displayed at the university's stall was identified as the Unitree Geo 2, a commercially available quadruped robot sold in India for about 2 to 3 lakhs. Critics said the robot was presented at the summit as a product developed by the university, raising questions about showcasing imported technology at a national AI event meant to highlight domestic innovation. After scrutiny intensified, power at the Galgotias University Pavilion at the AI Summit was also reportedly cut off after it was asked to vacate the expo. Professor Neha Singh, while presenting the robot earlier, told DD News, "We're the first private university investing more than 350 crore rupees in artificial intelligence, and we have a dedicated data science and artificial intelligence block on the campus. So Orion has been developed by the Center of Excellences, and as you can see, it can take all shapes and sizes." Shortly after the video was posted, the university found itself embroiled in controversy after several users claimed that the device presented by the university was actually a product by the Chinese robotics firm Unitree. The robot in question is the Unitree Geo 2, a commercially available model from the Chinese robotics company Unitree that is sold online in India for between 2 to 3 lakh. At the summit, the machine was displayed and referred to as Orion. Unitree is a Chinese robotics company known for making these robots more affordable and accessible than many competitors like Boston Dynamics Spot. Unitree's Robodogs are a family of advanced quadruped four-legged robots designed to move like real animals while carrying out tasks ranging from obstacle navigation to industrial inspection and entertainment. The controversy drew sharp reactions from opposition. The Congress said on X, "The Modi government has made a laughing stock of India globally with regard to AI. In the ongoing AI summit, Chinese robots are being displayed as our own. The Chinese media has mocked us. This is truly embarrassing for India. What is even more shameful is the fact that Modi's minister, Ashwini Vaishnav, is indulging in the same falsehood, promoting China's robots at the Indian summit." Leader of opposition in Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, called the summit a disorganized PR spectacle. In a post on X, he said, "Instead of leveraging India's talent and data, the AI summit is a disorganized PR spectacle. Indian data up for sale, Chinese products showcased." As the fiasco blew out of proportion, the university came out with a hastily drafted statement. The university asserted it never claimed it developed the robotic dog and it was being used as a teaching tool. The university said the Robodog on display was procured from Unitree, a Chinese robotics firm, and was being used as a learning tool for students. In the statement, the university said innovation and learning should not be confined by borders and that it would continue to source the best technologies from around the world to give students hands-on exposure. Responding to the criticism, Galgotias said its mission was to keep students ahead of the technology curve. It said it had consistently brought cutting-edge technologies to its campus from global innovation hubs, including the US, China, and Singapore, to ensure students gain real-world exposure. However, more embarrassment was in store for Galgotias. The university's clarification itself was challenged by an ex-community note. It claimed the university's assertion that it never presented the robot as its own was incorrect. The community note said the robot was explicitly described as developed by the university during their presentation at the AI Summit. Several users accused the institution of passing off imported technology as an indigenously developed product. The issue has left the government red-faced after the opposition accused it of giving space to showcase Chinese products at the India AI Summit. The device gained wider attention after it featured in a video titled India's Sovereign Models, posted by Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnav. It seems Galgotias did not do its homework properly or believed it would escape scrutiny. In the age of social media, it is rather a foolish thought. But who is the owner of the Galgotias University? Galgotias University was founded in 2011 by Chancellor Sunil Galgotia. It is part of the Galgotias Education Group and is led by CEO Dr. Dhruv Galgotia. Sunil Galgotia is an educationist who was born in New Delhi and completed his education from SRCC Delhi University. He went on to establish, grow and diversify his family business of retailing, publishing and hospitality to global level. However, the robot dog is nowhere to be found at the stall now. It was taken off the display hours after the controversial remarks went viral on social media. Furthermore, shortly after this confusion, the university vacated its stall at the summit. Even a China-linked X account posted the claim by the university. An Indian university presents the Chinese robot Unitree Geo 2 as its own innovation at the AI Summit in Delhi. The post read, presenting a Chinese product as a domestic breakthrough at a global summit attended by foreign leaders and tech bigwigs could potentially damage national credibility. Galgotias University can't catch a break amid the controversy of the robotic dog showcased at the India AI Impact Summit. The institute is facing fresh scrutiny over claims of building a soccer drone from scratch. Despite the university claiming that the soccer drone was developed entirely through in-house engineering, spanning design to application, claims have emerged that the creation isn't theirs to claim. Rather, it has been developed by a South Korean firm. Online users have pointed out that the drone bears a striking resemblance to a commercially available model known as the Striker V3 ARF, available in India for approximately 40,000 rupees. The Striker is a soccer drone developed by South Korea's Helsil Group for drone sports. Users quickly question whether the drone was genuinely designed on campus or just assembled, modified or rebranded. Moreover, netizens mocked the university over a drone model allegedly made of thermocol, wrapped in plastic film and held together with rubber bands. The whole saga has led several users on social media to question the university's credibility. It now remains to be seen how the university comes out of the dog hole of its own making. I have Mr. Dilip Cherian, he's an image guru, joining me on the broadcast. Mr. Cherian, welcome. And just want you to give me your perspective on this entire controversy and how damaging is this for the reputation of Galgotias University?
I think three entities have been damaged. The first is the image of the summit itself. The second is the image of what India is aspiring to do through her private educational institutes. And the third is Galgotias itself. Now, unfortunately, this institution seems to be a serial offender, because the three things that have been discovered about it, or the two things or the three things that have been discovered about it, show that there is a pattern of repetitive attempts to misguide the audiences that it seeks to impress, parents and students, and perhaps also the companies who hire from there. The damage to the university is substantial. I would say that it is, unfortunate, but it's huge.
Mr. Cherian, according to you, how important is transparency at government-backed tech summits, and what are the steps to ensure the same?
I would say that for any summit, tech or otherwise, the first thing is deciding who is your audience. And I think it's very important that these summits don't become like auto shows with people charging in to collect, free samples or brochures. That's the first thing. The second thing is that when there are expos, they need to be at an arm's length from the summit itself. It's easier to sell space because it is part of the summit, but with a little bit more effort, it is possible to actually ring fence the summit from the expo. It is not easy for government or officials to look at every product and have ascertain whether they are actually genuine, produced by the company, original, etc. So I think that it's time we decided to keep these two apart. The third thing that is very important is that we need to make sure that we don't try and sell more than actually exists in our shop. So keep your promises low and keep your expectations from the audience realistic. That, I think, is the fundamental rule of communications we work with. Enhance what you actually achieve and make sure that that impresses people, and don't try and bring people who want to impress them with what is fake. Fakery is the biggest danger.
Thank you, Mr. Cherian, for joining me on the broadcast. And with that, it's time for a short commercial break.